Hello everyone, Raptor here, and today we're going to continue here in our work. Now, hopefully this time I will be turning on this nuclear reactor. I've been wasting a lot of time not charging the MFSU because I wanted to make the other building first. Because, yeah, that's where I needed to put the mass fabricator, so let's get right on that. Now, I did finish making the other building, and I actually also made a little escape door. I still haven't put a door on there, actually. And I think I brought the cable over. I thought I made the hole. I guess I didn't. But yeah, I put a hole on the bottom here. That's from the MFSU into here, and yeah, I'm gonna have to. Whoop, jeez, that's not what I want to do. Hold on, I want to see where it comes out. It comes out 2 from the door, 1 from the wall. 2 blocks from the door, 1 from the wall. Should be this one. Let's see. Crap. Okay, I guess it was 2 in between from the wall. I don't know. I guess not. And immediately destroy the cable. Come on, go away. There you go. Let's see if I have any. Should have plenty of these. And as you can see here, I made 2 stacks of white lamps in between episodes because yeah, I've already gone through how to make those, so I didn't feel like wasting more time on the episode because I want to do quite a few things here. So I got the power in now. I actually I had to make a whole bunch of reinforced stone to make this room. A hell of a lot more than I expected it to have to make. Made a whole pretty much another stack of advanced alloys I had to use, and I put another 2 layers of reinforced stone on the roof of this one. That way, if it does blow up for some odd reason, my base above is completely covered. Now, obviously, I can't say the same for the sides or the bottom, but that's fine. I can I'm okay risking that. Now let's see. One thing I did want to make it was a change here. Actually, is first let me unload here the pickaxe because I don't want to make any crazy damage. Is right now it turns off only when it reaches too much heat, but I'm expecting the MFSU actually to fill up rather quickly and to actually risk losing power, and I don't want to do that. So what I do have here is I don't know if I don't want to do that. Hold on, how do I do this? That's why in my system I had the repeater. This is gonna get messy. It's gonna get very messy. Now, do I have any red alloy? I mean, not the red alloy, the jacketed wire on me. I only have 3 of these. Okay, so that should be fine. Because what I want to do here is the following. First, take all these wires off. Now this is the MFSU. Now, what I could do is emit if full. Now, what this will do is emit a signal, a redstone signal, through this red alloy wire when the MFU is full. So I just connect that to there, and it will send a signal. Now, this thing will send another signal. I'll make it output this way. So then I could have this in this direction. There we go. I have this going here, and then putting that on above. There we go. Now this is probably not the appropriate jacketed wire, but I'm fine with that. I could do some. I want to do it there. Okay, so that should connect properly, if I'm not mistaken here. So this will output a signal if it's full, but it won't turn off the thermal monitor here, and that's why I had the repeater here. In my original design, I was wondering why I had it when I'm passed it over here, and that's because of this. Because it will transmit a signal. That way, it won't go and interfere with the thermometer. And so this is pretty much is forcing it to be a one-way street here. And then pretty much, if this emits signal, it will send the signal upwards into the reactor, which still have some ice in there, and that way it won't risk any crazy damage or anything. Now, for the mass fabricator, what I want to do here is put this up and up to the side a little bit. It needs to be a little bit higher because I have to put the mass, the scrap from the bottom, and then it will output the UU from the top, so I can easily power from the side. There you go. It's not the neatest of a system, but this will get powered. We'll start producing UU very soon. Now, what I want to go and do is grab a bunch of those refined uranium that I have here. Some iron coming in. Here we go. And what else? I need some tin cells, so I need to grab a bunch of tin. And hopefully I have my philosopher's stone. Here we go. And we'll start up this thing. And what the heck? The reactor. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Now, all I have to do is just put this on here, I believe. Yep. And it should be off. Actually, I don't want it there. I want to put it here directly. Use a manual override. Because if I put it over there, it's going to send the signal to the MFSU and it won't output any power. So, there you go. There is off. And now I can make some tin cells. So, let's press C here. Grab some tin. Oh, so that's the bucket that people were telling me. Okay, so it is just like the iron, and it just makes a regular bucket. That's cool. I didn't know about that. Now, let's see here. How many of these do I want? I want plenty. There we go. 64 full stack. Now, that means I have to put a lot of things away because I won't have any space here, so I'm going to put even my tools away. I don't need my philosopher's stone anymore. Or my... Okay, I'll just put everything away pretty much. Everything that I don't need right now. Ooh, I don't want to do that. Alright. So now, do that. And I put that there. Uranium cells. Whatever. Right, so I'll put that in the bottom and just fill this whole thing up with the uranium cells all the way up. Now, normally you wouldn't do this unless you have a setup like I do with the water. I mean, not the water, the ice coming in, because ice in this setup is the only form that you can cool this thing. Because yeah. So let's grab a few more of these. There you go. I think this should be enough. Because I want to leave the whole bottom row with ice. Alright, so I'll keep these in my inventory for now. And what I want to do is connect this up so it fills up the rest with ice. Here's my red alloy wire. And that way it should start sending in items. So I'll put this at 1 second interval. Actually, I'll put it at half a second. Okay, so that's quick. Plenty quick. So that it's completely full. And as you can see, all the items went back in. It's jammed, but that's fine. That means that it's ready as soon as it's full. So that's good. That means as soon as ice starts melting, it's going to be dumping ice into it right away. Now, let's see here, my MFSU is down. I mean, not down, it's ready, empty, so I'm going to turn this on, and hopefully I set everything up right. Oh, you hear the noise, the uranium, it's cooking, and that's using up a lot of my ice. The temperature still hasn't been triggered, and it takes a little bit long for it to be triggered. But as you can see here, I already have over 600,000 EU, and that's considering that it's already powering the mass fabricator over here, and that's cooking. It's already at 38% progress. And for those that have tried to make UU matter, know how slow this is. And for the MFSU to be charging that quickly and powering a mass fabricator, that thing is producing a lot of power. Actually, what I'm going to do here is trust that I set everything right. I'm going to go grab my UU. Oh wait, I need to grab my ring first. My EU reader. So I'll grab that, my client star. I'll grab my tools as well. Get those out of my bag. There we go. There you go. Now I'll go grab quickly my EU reader and see how much power that thing's outputting. Let's see here. Actually, gonna grab this. I don't need this anymore. This chest here. I'm gonna put it downstairs so I can put the extra uranium cells in there. Next, in the nuclear room. Nuclear silo, not nuclear room. I already named it. We're changing the name. Right. So that's still going. How is this looking? Already over 3 million EU. So let's take a look here at the cable. Now this should only be outputting. Wow, look at that. Over 1,900. 1,970 EU per tick, to be exact. That is how much it's outputting. So that's almost 2,000 EU per tick. I'm not really sure how much the. Yeah, this is only outputting a 512. I wonder if that thing can handle more power. They already created the first UU, and it hasn't been going on for long, so it's going at pace. But yeah, this is looking good. Everything's working fine. UU cells, uranium cells are depleting slowly. Once this fills up, though, it will start consuming less because it will constantly be shutting off and on. I believe is the case. Ice keeps going everywhere, so I'll have to say this is a success. This is going up over 5 million EU already. It's stored up in here. Over 1,900 EU per tick. So I'll have to say it's a success. So I'm just gonna put my chest down in here, put this stuff in here. I thought I brought the tin with me, I guess not. That's fine. And I'll put this in there. There you go. So that's working. Now, next thing to make on the list is the recycler. I'm curious to see, maybe I want to make a thermal monitor. I'm curious to see what temperature it's running at, because yeah, that should be good. How to make this refined iron electronic circuit and glowstone. It's a little odd shape, but I want to go make one of these. That's to measure the temperature of the reactor chamber. So I should have some glowstone. Grab from this stack, it's a full stack over there. Some refined iron, I forgot how many, I think 3. And I should have some circuits still left over here. Right, so if I remember correctly, it goes like that. Oh, I had some glowstone here. And some refined iron in this shape. Perfect. Now this looks like it needs to be charged. So let's quickly put that in there. And there we have it. Let's go look at the reactor. It is at, wow, it is running very cool. 2077. There you go. Oh, and as you can see here, the water evaporate temperature is 8,000. So 7,000 is well below even evaporation temperatures. Melting point, which is when it explodes, I believe, is 13,000. So it's about half of meltdown temperature, and that's the limiter. But the whole is running very cool. 188, 194, 253. So it just the little fraction of a second almost between when it gets the ice in there and it cools it off right away. So it's hanging in even below 1,000. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was gonna be running a little bit cooler than that. Oh, and that's because this is already starting to shut it off. That means this is full. Now, what I could do here is actually shut it off completely. And that way we'll start using the power from here. We'll slowly drain it. And then I can turn it back on. I'm wondering how to do this now. Because I think the best way to do this would be to have like a NOT gate, maybe? A NOT gate, and then having this one output signal when it's partially filled. When it's empty? No. Do not output energy unless full. Rest on behavior, do nothing. Is there a halfway? I guess not. Do not output energy. Unless full. Emit if full. Emit if partially filled. Emit if empty. I know I'm just kind of like staring at the screen at this point, but I'm trying to think here. Do not output energy. Okay, so right now it's set that if I put a redstone signal here, it won't output energy. If I put redstone, it won't output energy unless it's full. It does nothing. Emit if full. I was hoping there was like maybe like a halfway mark, like I could get it to emit energy, a redstone signal if it was halfway full. That would have been very useful, but I guess not. I'll have to look into it. Maybe there's some kind of a control. Let's see if I have some kind of a EU. What is this? Force field, EU projector, EU detector cable, EU splitter. I don't know, maybe one of you guys can send me a message in the comment. I want to completely automate the system, so that yeah, drop me a message in the comments if you have an idea of some way to make it so that when this gets to halfway, empty or full, whatever you want to call it, it emits a signal or some kind of sort to turn the nuclear reactor back up. That would be ideal, because this is going back down. And yeah, maybe with computer craft I could do something like that. I don't know. But how could a computer read how much power level it's at? Because I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of block I don't know about. So yeah. Actually, I've been rambling on for the last 4 minutes or so, and time is running out. So I'm actually gonna leave the recycle. Yeah, I'm gonna make the recycler next episode. But that way it actually works out kind of nicely, because that way I can make the whole cobblestone generator and recycler in the same episode. You should have enough time to do that. And this is already up to 5 UU matter. I might not even need the cobblestone generator, but I'll do that anyways because I have the room for it, and why not make it more efficient. So yeah, and until next time. Bye.